So here comes Joe Milton, physically imposing, Pahokee, Florida. We've seen him only in mop-up duty for the Wolverines in a couple of years.
We have over the years. 6'5", 243, runs a 4.6, has a big arm. Cannot wait to see the development that he's made as far as his ability to process coverage. Feels a lot more comfortable with the long layoff in preparation for this season. Worked very hard with Josh Gaddis, Jim Harbaugh to kind of understand the scheme and reading coverages.
The two-back look, Charbonnet to the right of Milton, and the true freshman Corum motions out. They get the ball to the electric young guy from Baltimore, and his first play of his college career is an explosive play into Gophers territory. Welcome to the maize and blue.
Yeah, get the ball out in space where they feel that this young freshman Corum can do amazing things. I mean, they used a comparison to J.K. Dobbins as far as his physicality, speed, and agility, and you can see right away, first play of the year for Michigan, turn it into a big game.
That's how you start a college career.
Right.
Milton is an imposing runner, keeps it, and gains about 4. Cody Lindenberg, a true freshman linebacker on the stock for the Chick-fil-A Impact players. There's a flag down on the play, by the way. That he's taken the job, frankly, a lot more seriously since he's become the man, as a lot of guys do at quarterback. Minnesota with a 3-man rush. Milton is still going to get flushed and chased and sacked. They got him with a 3-man rush. Boye Mafe off the edge.
Well, they have high hopes for Mafe, 4'5", 7'40" for a defensive end.
Yeah, he's a junior, and if he just gets a couple of the intangibles in place, the punt is blocked. The Gophers block the punt, and a scrum down there at the 16-yard line. So a disastrous sequence for Michigan after an electric opening play. The penalty, the sack.
Quickness this year.
Trayson Potts, figures to have a big role this year, joins him in the backfield. Morgan on the run, fires to the end zone, touchdown! Keith, the tight end. It takes the Gophers just a couple of plays to reach the end zone after the block punt, who knocks the PAT through. And Tanner Morgan, off a 30 touchdown season a year ago, strikes very quickly.
Stop, get a block punt, and go get a score. It's about as good as it gets for Minnesota.
Second possession, Charbonnet in the clear. It's a foot race. Can they catch him? They cannot, and the Wolverines answer instantly. 70-yard touchdown run for the sophomore from California. What a seam opened up there by that O-line.
Yeah, there was some confusion with the secondary.
He felt completely healthy after knee surgery following his high school career, but he is back. He is healthy, and he is fast.
You see, he's a lot faster now that he's healthy. But look at watch the confusion. You'll see this Minnesota defense kind of look out. What's the big guy doing out there? Why is Ben Mason out there? They're flipping sides. Now you'll see Milton bring him back in. Now he's going to bring him in as a blocker to help out. Minnesota's still kind of pointing, making everybody on the same page. Nobody's there in run support. It's one thing to have that initial surge, right? Get through the defensive line. Not a linebacker, not a safety. So give Josh Gaddis a lot of credit for throwing, again, week 1, little wrinkle. They call maybe the most talented football player on the Michigan roster, number 30. He'll have a lot of different roles in that secondary tonight.
Sophomore from Oklahoma, penetration. Bateman, they tried to hand the ball up, but that play was blown up instantly by the Wolverine defense.
There, and that's the area they said that Kemp has improved the most.
Bateman ended up falling over
no center.
So you lose a yard and 3rd and 11. Morgan harassed and sacked as the Wolverines defense storms back and pushes Minnesota backwards.
Well, you know that Don Brown could be even quicker than what they've had.
But do they have a premier wideout, or is it just a nice committee of them? Milton on 3rd down delivers a strike across the middle, and that's Roman Wilson, one of the young guys, a Honolulu freshman.
Now, especially in that backfield.
Charbonnet is the back. He's got the football, but he's going to be dropped for a loss on 3rd and 1. Gophers fly in. Tyler Newman from the safety, and Sori Martin from the linebacker position. Jake Moody kicking the field goals tonight for Michigan. He won a tight battle against Quinn Nordine, and from 38 yards, he missed it. Slides wide right. So Michigan, a special waiver by the NCAA, and that was the happiest day of Tanner Morgan's off season. He thought But he texts his receiver just to catch up. The news was delivered as he is blindsided. The ball pops into the hands, and Donovan Jeter has a fumble return for a touchdown. Michigan exploiting that reshuffled offensive line. Wolverines take the lead.
How about the big guy Jeter, who they talked about improving so much with his athletic ability and his physicality.
For this Michigan defense, as the Gophers scored in 2 plays, but they have been overpowering that O-line the last couple of series.
Watch Barrett sneak in. He's lined up right here. You can kind of see, anytime you see a DB right here and another DB here, good chance he's coming. Ibrahim, 24, has got to get aboard that fake and get over there. He's got to see this, feel this, and get over here and help out. He doesn't. And when you don't, your quarterback's in no man's land. Boom! Big hit there. Good call by Don Brown. Ball's in the air. And then the big fella Jeter says, oh, my gosh, this doesn't happen. How do I get this?
That's a big man touchdown. You sit there, you envision that, right?
Yeah.
Day after day, thinking it's never going to happen. Right. It was just gift wrap to him. Ibrahim around to the left side. Play clock at 3. Got to hurry. Morgan still got the football. Pump fakes. Downfield. He was trying to get the ball to Bateman, who was very well covered by Dax Hill. But there was a flag down in the secondary. Maybe too well covered. That's a tough matchup for a safety recovering.
Yeah.
And out of the slot. Have a bigger role this year. He's a pretty good pass catcher, too. Play clock winding down again. It's a handoff. Otts bounces it, shows the acceleration. It's a first down.
Move him around. Try to get him a free release.
Motion him across. And Ibrahim running left. Weaves his way through traffic and dives down. It'll be first and goal. Taylor Upshaw saved the touchdown. First and goal now from the 7. Bateman has got it, but he's got nowhere to go, and he'll be dropped by Barrett, who's been active in this first quarter. Moving backwards. Offensive and defensive player, plays the Viper position in the Wolverines defense. Potts, they fake it to him. On 2nd and goal from the 11, Morgan looking for the end zone and overshoots Ottman Bell. Green in coverage to the right side of this formation. Empty backfield look on 3rd and goal. And Morgan flushed, chased, and fires. Ibrahim a long way to go, and that penalty, that illegal formation penalty on 1st and goal at the 2 is very costly. Could he pay in the stop? And here comes the field goal team. A good job by the holder to get that ball down. Stevenson, who's pressed into duties as the punter, really came here as a holder. Walker has been hitting the variety of kickoffs, none of them deep, and now Wolverines are going to have a chance here. And Barrett's in the clear, gets away from the kicker. Barrett down the sidelines gets a block and is finally going to be knocked out inside the 10. It's a real problem when your regular kickoff guy isn't there, right?
But the kickoffs that they were doing earlier, where they were skying them, worked out really well. And this one ends up backfiring on him. A really good decision to let that ball get back to Barrett.
Milton still got the ball, throws it in the flat. Mason diving toward the pylon. He's in. Ben Mason, who didn't score a touchdown all of last year, makes a very athletic dive for the pylon, and the Wolverines stretch the lead. Another look here at the end.
Well, he's known as a blocker, but good job.
Guys in this strange, challenging offseason, who really was part of the glue that kept this Michigan football team together long distance via Zoom. And Cam Wiley joining Ibrahim in the backfield as the Gophers begin quarter number 2 on a 2nd and short, and they'll move the sticks out to the 40. That's Wiley, that quarterback, high school quarterback who's played mostly receiver here. Not much mystery about the call. Typically when he comes in, they're going to hand it off. Ibrahim spins free. Hutchinson got his face mask on the way by, so it's a first down, and they'll add 15 on.
Get into that throwing lane.
Serious student of the game. He watched film of Ohio State alums, the Bosa brothers, to kind of perfect his craft, as a lot of college guys do. Fake it to Ibrahim on the slant. And the catch is made. Bateman draws the crowd very quickly. It's enough to move the sticks, though. First down.
Yes, on this drive.
He's got it again. Cuts back to the right this time. Fighting down, banging down near the goal line. And it's a touchdown. Just broke the plane. A physical run to cap a physical drive.
Boy, how about the bounce?
2.5 minutes. Ibrahim in the ground game where they carried the workload there. And now the lead.
Not every throw needs to be thrown 100 miles an hour.
Got a few more pitches in the arsenal, not just the fastball now. Flip it in the flat. A.J. Henning is a true freshman with speed. You can see the acceleration as a quick burst before Howden forced him out for another first down.
Right there.
Cardboard cutouts are populating that end zone section. So 2nd and 8 after the penalty. Milton trying to make something happen on the run. He'll take off and ducks down about 2 yards short of the marker at the 27th. This Gophers defense with all the new faces from a year ago. Stop the Wolverines here. And Milton breaks through. Darts down the sidelines. It'll be dragged down at the 5. First and goal, Wolverines.
Nice job by the center. You just talked about the center. Barsterdis, a 5th-year senior, gets his chance finally to be a starter. Look at that block right there by Milton. You could see he accelerated. He thought he had a shot to get to the end zone. Love the call there. +1 with a quarterback. Defense unable to get close to that end zone.
Running back Haskins in direct snap formation. He's got it, and he scores standing up. So a little goal line wrinkle and a bunch of good blocking up front. And the Wolverines answer with a long touchdown drive to stretch the lead again.
Watch Jalen Mayfield finish his block, 73. Puts the defender right on his back right there.
Other than Milton here. Extra point up and good. Entertaining first half here in Minneapolis.
Coming in that they'll play tight coverage, begging you to try to challenge them downfield.
And there's handoff inside. Ibrahim couldn't quite break free of the tackle of Hutchinson, but it's a nice first down gain of 5.
A lot of communication here.
One when they snap it, Ibrahim running left, but there was nothing there after all that pre-snap adjustment. Cam McGrone and Green combined on the stop.
They had 2 tight ends to the left of their formation.
Browns defense, they need 4 here. With their defense struggling, Minnesota would love to move the sticks and, as you said, answer. But Morgan on 3rd down delivers into heavy traffic, tried to force the ball in there to Bateman, and that was Jamon Green breaking it up.
Get the ball out. That time he wasn't accurate enough.
Number 0 is drawing in traffic. It's a fake on the direct snap, and it goes nowhere. The Wolverines were ready for the fake. Not fooled at all.
How about Haskins, a former linebacker who now is a running back. He just scored a touchdown. He wasn't fooled. He had that completely. How about the technique? He's going back to his linebacker days. Watch 25. I mean, this is a big-time play. Gets off of his blocker. He senses it, reads it, anticipates that they may go with that fake. But give Haskins a lot of credit right there in the middle. That's
Kokeef, who figured in with the block pump before, but the H-back met with a strong tackle.
Big risk deep in your own territory here by P.J. Fleck. You give the ball right back to Milton and Michigan's offense now at the 30.
Trying to add to an 11-point lead. Milton looking to throw. High one. Bell's got it. And can't escape, but they grabbed the face mask, so that'll cost him 15 yards. They figure to spread the ball around this year. There's not a dominant receiver. Evans bursting up the middle and barrels down to the 5. Ball was a scrum. Did it come out? Tyler Newbin down there, the safety. Yeah, it definitely came out as he was airborne. And then just trying to kind of keep a leg on top of the ball, keep someone from grabbing it.
He is so fortunate. He got his right hand underneath him to be able to pull that ball out.
Michigan barrels into the end zone. Lowering the head and getting in was Hassan Haskins. And the fake punt attempt backfires. Wolverines with a short field build this lead. Just a 29-yard drive in 4 plays.
Yeah, this new offensive line has done a really good job here in the first half, moving people around, especially they get into these short yardage and goal line situations.
They were confident about that. You wondered how you could lose 4 O-linemen to NFL roster.
I forget what the official.
There are many choices of words you could have used.
Well, I was trying to keep up with the video there.
Could have been more delicate about it. They fake it to Ibrahim. Morgan rolls and throws, and the catch is made by Kieft, the tight end, who had the touchdown 17 times already. They get 18, running to the left, and again, get right near the marker by Ross. It'll be enough to move the sticks. It's a short breather for Ibrahim, the workhorse, back in the ball game. On 2nd and 10, they fake it to him. Morgan throws a slant. Bateman cuts back and finally gets space. And number 0 makes it 1st and goal. Finally able to make an impact play before Vincent Gray stops. Territory. Ibrahim again dives into the end zone, and the Gophers respond with an impressive drive to open the 3rd quarter. 11 plays, 71 yards, and Mo Ibrahim was the workhorse. Rushing with tailback, and the PAT is good. So exactly what the Gophers needed to tighten up this ball game. The lead is 11. Return, forced to fumble. Charbonnet, the electric 70-yard run back in the game. They fake it to him. Milton trying to make something happen on the run, and the ball was tipped. It found its way to Giles Jackson. It's a 1st down.
Yeah, it was tipped by Lindenberg, the freshman linebacker. Watching him grow, the process of his development, but what you're seeing is his first start. It's got to get you really excited about what he has to offer.
Flips the ball in the flat. That's the tight end all. He's got a big future. He's able to fall for a 1st down to the 46.
No, but I think that's what they were kind of bragging about, his development. You know, when everybody's quarantined, he on his own worked with Devin Gardner, former Michigan quarterback who works with quarterbacks, decided to, I'm going to invest this time and continue to grow. And you can see things like that shows you his commitment to learning the X's and O's, coverage, fronts, his scheme. So I'm not necessarily shocked, even though he doesn't have the reps, just because he's put that time in.
1st down carry for Cora. Maria goal line before securing the ball. It's Chris Evans back in the game. Milton fakes it to him and just flips it short. They give him a chance to redeem himself, all off and running, and spins down inside the 5. So he shakes off the short touchdown and perhaps sets up a touchdown.
That's ever played at the University of Michigan.
You said, say what?
I said, what, man? I mean, they've been some big-time tight ends. He's that high on him.
And he said, yeah, we have, come to think of it. It's Milton with the keeper, patiently following his blocks and just muscling into the end zone. So Michigan answers the long touchdown drive from the Gophers with one of their own.
That is how you respond if you're a championship caliber team. Home team gets a big drive to try to get back into the game, to get themselves to believe. Milton, we were just talking about his execution, his efficiency. 9 plays, drives the team right down.
Drive as the Wolverines try to maintain possession of the Little Brown jug, and they're back up by 18 now, midway 3rd. The last drive when they marched the field, he was the featured guy. They fake it to him. Morgan takes about a downfield shot, misses. Bateman trying to fight back, and he makes the catch despite being interfered with. So finally we see a connection downfield to one of the best deep threats in the game.
This is with Ibrahim.
1st and goal. Ibrahim breaks a tackle, but just unable to get free. Hutchinson kind of grabbed his shoe and had to get him at the 4.
Yeah, Hutchinson just got him.
Got to make that adjustment and then quickly get the snap off, the play clock winding down. Ibrahim tried to cut it back, and he was slammed down by Hutchinson. No gain.
Hutchinson's had some plays that the NFL will fall in love with him. Again, 6'6". Watch how he uses his size. The thing that'll stand out to you about him is at 6'6", 270 pounds, just like a linebacker at that size.
Total package soup pair as well.
He uses his hands, gets off the blocks, he's physical.
It's 3rd and goal. Morgan looking for the end zone. Lobs it. Bateman trying to make a one-handed catch. Green in coverage. Now it's 4th down.
22. That time, tight coverage.
Big moment. 4th down. Final minute of the 3rd quarter as the Gophers try to cut into this lead.
Bateman right here.
And Morgan scrambling, has a man open back to the end zone and just flat out missed Ibrahim, who'd worked clear, no defender in the neighborhood, and it was too high. Drive for the Gophers, but Michigan's defense makes a stand on 4th down, and now breaking free is Haskins. Haskins being chased down, but he busts a long run, and he'll finally be grabbed by the jersey at the 30-yard line by Coney Durr, but the Wolverines are backed up no longer.
Yeah, so much for being pinned inside their own 5-yard line. How about Ben Mason? Watch him not give up on this play as a blocker, a lead blocker. He's lined up to the left of the quarterback, kind of gets out here on the edge, says, oh, I'll just try to help him get to the corner, and then it's just Haskins being Haskins. The most physical of the backs that they have. They'll play 4, and as you know from watching him last year, the former linebacker likes to run through those arm tackles.
Defense next Saturday night. Start of the 4th quarter. Chris Evans is in motion. Milton fires over the middle, and the catch is made. That's a Roman Wilson with a 1st and goal. The small but quick guy out of Honolulu.
Chris Evans goes in motion out of the backfield.
Big Ben Mason to the left of Milton in front of Evans. And Evans has it. Can he get there? Spins and dives and scores a touchdown for the first time since late 2018. And you can see what it means to his teammates who congratulate him.
Great to see Evans get into the end zone after, again, we've talked a lot tonight, everything he's been through to be able to be welcomed back to this team. Good block again, man. If you're back, just follow 42. Follow 42 to the promised land. He will take you there, and he'll take some defenders with him. But, man, I cannot say enough about this offense, the offensive line.
Powerful ground game. Wolverines had the first punt blocked. Since then, 6 touchdown drives, 2 missed field goals. Paying attention to him, not many yards after the catch. Morgan, pump fakes, tries to stay alive, but Carlo Kemp and company track him down. Kwity Paye there to finish him off. It's a big loss. Downfield plays that were a huge part of this Gophers offense a year ago. 2nd and 21, play action. He's going to be spun around by Kwity Paye, who's starting to impose himself now in this 4th quarter.
Kwity Paye working on his pass rushing skills. Watch this move. Boom. Just uses his hands, goes right by Rushmeyer, the left guard. Never had a chance. I mean, Rushmeyer has a narrow base, didn't have any chance once Kwity Paye used his hands to just go around him with that speed.
BYU, a solid team. You saw them route Navy in the opener, but the schedule just doesn't really allow them to kind of flex and become a contender.
Cincinnati Bearcats and SMU. That's a big-time game.
Oh, boy. Is this going to be back-to-back sacks for this Michigan defense? Kwity Paye was in there again.
How about how they bounce him around? They moved him from the right to the middle, now to the outside. He's able to get around the right tackle there again with his speed. Injuries. None of these linemen, when Kwity Paye knows you're throwing the ball and he's able to get in that sprinter stance, remember, this is a guy that works.
It's a rough go in Minnesota sports right now.
You got to get it turned around.
Michigan will head home 1-0 in this shortened season with a satisfying victory over a ranked team on the road. Not perfect, but it's week 1. And
no, it's
a lot to like, though.
Oh my gosh, what a great place to start if you're a Michigan fan. Of course, there's stuff that they'll clean up, want to button up before they get ready for Spartans, but you know, I think they're going to feel good about what they see on film. And for Minnesota, it's early in the year. PJ Fleck said, hey, we're gonna stay positive throughout all this. We're gonna fight through adversity. This is another challenge for them to try to spin this into a positive, get ready to go on a short week, get ready for Maryland on Friday night.
Handshake. Wolverines go back. That little brown jug will be in their locker room. If it weren't 2020, you could fill it up with something tasty and pass it around, but not this year. Wolverines go on the road on a frigid night. They win it by 25 points.